Jeremy Agenda. I'm a teacher of English. Okay, welcome to our today's activity. Okay, today's activity is the continuation of the previous lesson. Okay, you were taught last time, or I taught you last time. The lesson was about Islam, Islam, and a planet, in crisis. Okay, it's just the continuation. Okay, because we have some part left, okay, we are going to read again the text in order to make our learners understand the content of the test or our today's activity. Okay, our test, Islam and a planet in a crisis. In Pakistan, in a period of 30 years, our population rose by 5 million. At the present, it is 126 million. By the year 2020, our population may be 243 million. Pakistan cannot progress if it cannot check its rapid population growth. Check it we must, for it is not the destiny of the people of Pakistan to live in squalor and poverty. I dream of a Pakistan, of an Asia, of a world where every pregnancy is planned and every child conceived is nurtured, loved, educated, and supported. I dream of a Pakistan, of an Asia, of a world where we can commit our resources to the development of human life and not to its destruction. That dream is far from the reality we endure. We are a planet in crisis, a planet moving towards a catastrophe. The question is whether we have the will to do something about it. I say we do, we must. What we need is a global partnership to improve the human condition. The document with this conference on world population produces should seek to promote the objective of Planned Parenthood of population control. This conference should not be viewed by the teeming masses of the world as a universal charter seeking to impose adultery, abortion, sex education, and other such matters on individuals, societies, and residents which have their own efforts. Government can do much to improve the quality of life in our society, but there is much they cannot do. Governments do not educate our children. Parents educate children, more often mothers. Governments do not teach values to our children. Parents teach values to our children, more often mothers. Governments do not socialize youngsters into responsible citizens. Parents are the primary socializing agent in society. In most societies, that job belongs to the mothers. How do we tackle a population growth in a country like Pakistan? By tackling infant mortality, by providing villages with electrification, by raising an army of women, 33,000 strong, to educate our mothers, sisters, daughters in child welfare and population control, by setting up a bank run by women for women to help women achieve economic independence and to have the wherewithal to make independent choices. As chief executive of one of the largest populated countries in the world, I and the government face the awesome task of providing homes, hospitals, schools, sewerage, drainage, food, gas, electricity, and employment. Very good. Okay, as you know, okay, during the back test, there are 4 sections. The first one, the first section is about a rating. And the first section is composed of 2 kinds of questions. Okay, the first question is related to an exercise that the student is going to say if the statements are true or false. And the last one is about WH question. We mean answer the questions. Okay, the second section, okay, is linguistic competence. Okay, inside the linguistic competence, okay, there are 3 types of exercises. The first one is an exercise related to vocabulary. The second one is about grammar, and the last one is about grammar too. So as far as the third exercise related to grammar, but we did something about modals. Modal verbs. But the question that we are going to ask is, what about the modal verbs construction? Okay, let's quote some of them. We have, for example, may, might, should, ought to, and we can add can. Okay, the construction is the following. For example, when we are talking about affirmative sentences, the construction is the following. We have, first of all, the subject plus modal verb plus main, okay, main verb, okay, plus object. For example, I may be late. I may be late. I, subject, may, modal verb, be, main verb, and late is the object. Okay, we have. Okay, right. Might too, okay, has the same construction. Okay, for instance, she might come on time. We have, she might come on time. Should, we say, for example, you should, Spanish. Okay, should, modal verb, you subject, should, modal verb, study, main verb, and the object is Spanish. And what about ought to? Ought to, we have, for example, okay, you ought to study Spanish. Ought plus 2, okay? So we have ought 2. Even if there is, the preposition to, okay? But this 2 is 2, the word 2 is combined, okay, with the ought. So we have ought 2. You ought to study Spanish. And the last one, we have, for example, okay, Uno can speak Russian. Okay, Uno can speak Russian. Okay, Uno subject, can modal verb, the main verb, speak, and the object is Russian. Okay, that's all. Okay, concerning the negative form, okay, we just add may, modal verb plus not. Modal verb plus not. For example, you can say, I may not be late. She might, we can use the contractive form, mightn't or might not come on time. You shouldn't or should not. We can use the contractive or the normal one. We have you should not or you shouldn't study Spanish. You oughtn't to study. So we can use the contractive form too. So with Ono can speak Russian, can say, we double N, we say, Ono can not speak Russian, or Ono can't speak Russian if we want to use the contracted form. Right, okay, let's be back. So, you're talking about section 2, okay? Section 2 is entitled Linguistic Competence. Okay, we take your competence, for example, on vocabulary and grammar too. It's very important for a teacher to check his learners' degree of understanding. So we have section 2, linguistic, okay. So the last part, or the part which remains is 3. Okay, it is correct the mistake, contained in each sentence. Okay, I think the instruction is very clear. Why? Okay, before dealing with the question, you must focus on the instruction. What are you asked for? You are asked, okay, what are you asked? You are asked, okay, to correct the mistake contained in each sentence. You say the mistake, that means one mistake, not two. Okay, we must be careful. Not two, but just one mistake. Okay, let's write A, we have A, B, C, and G. Okay, the first one, or A, it is you made to miss the train. Don't forget to refer to the instruction. Correct the mistake contained in each sentence. Okay, the first one is you may to miss the train. The second one, you say, she oughtn't speak louder. She oughtn't speak louder. Okay, that means there is a mistake. Okay, you read it carefully and you suggest a correction. First of all, you are going to find out what the mistake is and you suggest a correction. Okay, C, we have pupils. Pupils have, doesn't have to get there. The last one. Okay, Anna can't flying. Okay, so we have 4 sentences to correct. Okay, let's read again. The first one. A, you may to miss the train. You may to miss the train. B, she oughtn't to speak louder. C, pupils doesn't have to get there. Pupils doesn't have to get there. And the last one, Anna can't fly. Anna can't fly. Okay, now let's correct. Let's correct. A small a. You may to miss the mistake. Okay. What is wrong? What is wrong? I'm expecting from your answer. What is wrong? Very good. What is wrong is the preposition to. That means may plus the main verb without to. So let's write. Okay, the answer is you may miss the train. You may miss the train. Good. Let's move to the second one, small b. She oughtn't speak louder. She oughtn't speak louder. What is wrong? What is wrong? The sentence, she oughtn't speak louder. Yes, it's speak. Okay, we don't say she oughtn't speak louder. We are going to say she oughtn't to speak louder. Okay, we have, sorry, not you, she oughtn't to speak, because 2 is the original one, okay? Is original one. So we have original one because we say, okay, the modal verb is ought to. So we have the negative form. She oughtn't to speak louder. All right. C. Pupils doesn't have to get there. Pupils doesn't have to get there. What is wrong? It is doesn't. Why? Because pupils is in plural. So it is instead of saying doesn't, we are going to say don't. So we have pupils don't. Okay, don't is the contracted form of do not. Don't is the contracted form of do not. So pupils don't have to get there. Pupils don't have to get. Okay, to conclude, okay, this exercise, okay, we have small d. Anna can't fly in. Anna can't fly in. What is wrong? What is wrong? Good. What is wrong is, okay, the verb flying. Flying here is the present participle. So, flying is wrong. Why? Because we have subject, for example, modal verb plus the infinitive of the main verb. So, the infinitive of flying is fly, right? So, Anna can't fly. Okay, Anna can't fly. Very good. Anna can fly, not Anna can't fly. No. Okay? Flying is not correct. The correct form or the right form is fly. That means the infinitive of the main verb. Okay? As you see, with the construction of the modal verbs, we have subject. For example, in the negative form, we have subject plus modal verb plus not plus verbe without to. Without to, ça signifie que nous n'allons pas utiliser l'infinitif to. Alors, lorsque le verbe vient après le verbe modal ou vient après un verbe modal. Ici, nous avons les verbes modaux qui sont là. Voilà, donc, on vient là de finir l'exercice numéro 3 relatif à la section 2 intitulée Linguistique competence, c'est-à-dire la compétence linguistique. Good. Where is my piece of chalk? Here it is. So we have, let's move to the third section, section 3. Okay, the first section is entitled Communicative competence. Communicative competence. Okay, the first meaning is la compétence communicative ou communicationnelle. Okay, the objective is to complete the conversation with the missing part. C'est-à-dire l'objectif ici est de compléter le dialogue avec les parties qui manquent. Donc, c'est un dialogue. C'est un exercice de 4 points. Section 3, communicative competence. Okay, let's write the instruction first of all. The instruction first of all, because the instruction must be understood by the students or the learners. C'est-à-dire, la consigne doit être comprise avant donc de chercher à résoudre une équation, à répondre à une question également résoudre un exercice. So, it's complete the following. Complete the following conversation with the missing parts. Complete the following conversation with the missing parts. Okay, let's write it here. Okay, so it's a conversation, as I said above. Communicative competence, it's a kind of an exercise that the learners or that the learner is asked to complete, okay, the following conversation, to complete it with, okay, by using, okay, by completed with the missing part. We have a conversation between, okay, Mr. A and B, okay, two speakers. Okay, A. Okay, what a sad and fascinated story at the same time. Exclamation mark. B, as I said, we have, okay, or there are two speakers, okay, Mr. N and Mr. B. Okay, what about the answer? Yes, I recount. Yes, I recount it over and over and over in memory of. A question mark. Okay, this is our missing part. Okay, the missing part number one. Okay, we have the answer given by Mr. B. I tell it twice or three times a week. 3 times a week. The second, here is the second missing part. And let's write the answer given by Mr. B. Okay, the answer is the following. I got it from my auntie. I got it from my auntie. Auntie means aunt. Okay, aunt, don't. Okay, I got it from my auntie. Okay, the missing part number 3. Missing part number 3. Okay, let's write Mr. B's speech. Okay, no, you cannot. No, you cannot. Okay, remember that cannot is a modal verb. Okay, it's a modal verb. So no, you cannot. She died. She died. Okay, the last missing part. Suspicion point. And B, the answer is she died in childbirth. I'm sorry for her. She died in childbirth. Childbirth, the French meaning of childbirth is accouchement. Okay, she died in childbirth. Sorry for it. Okay, let's read again our conversation. Let's start. Okay, let's start. We have the instruction. The instruction is clear, okay, for everyone. But let's recap. Complete the following conversation with the missing parts. And let's start the conversation. A. What a sad and fascinating story at the same time. What a sad and fascinating story at the same time. Yes, I recount it over and over in memory of, okay, suspicion points. A, question mark. The answer is, I tell it twice or 3 times a week. But what about the question? I tell it twice or 3 times a week. What about the question? Okay, we need a missing part. Let's write. I tell it twice or 3 times a week. Okay, what about the missing part? What about the missing part? What about the missing part? Good. The missing part is, how often do you tell it? How often, combien de fois? How often do you tear it? Okay, look at the structure and the simple present construction. How often do you? We have the auxiliary do plus subject plus verb. Okay, in interrogative. So why? Because there is a link, okay, between the question asked and the answer given. If this answer is in the simple present, the missing part, okay, will be in the simple present too. That's why. Let's read it again. I tell it twice or 3 times a week, and the missing part is, how often do you tell it? How often do you tell it? Okay, let's move to the following part. Okay. 2. The missing part is 2. Okay, the answer is, I got it from my auntie. I got it from my auntie. What about the tense? Yes, the tense is written in the simple past. Okay, it is the simple past tense. So I got it from my auntie. The missing part, what we are going to say? Okay, so the missing part is, from whom did you get it? From whom did you get it? Okay, look at this, the construction. Okay, the simple past construction. We have did plus subject, interrogative form. Did, of course. Did plus subject plus the infinitive without a to. From whom did you get it? From whom did you get it? Correct. Number 3. Okay, the answer is no, you cannot. She died. No, you cannot. She died. Okay, there is a break, a long one. No, you cannot. She died. Okay, what about the missing part? The missing part. Perfect. The missing part is, can I see her? Can I see her? Yes or? Can I meet her? Good too, because we have two possibilities. Okay? You can say, can I see her, or can I meet her? Okay. Why her? Her replaced the subject pronoun she. Her replaced, okay? Her replaces, sorry. Her replaces the subject pronoun she. Okay? That means she is replaced by, she is replaced by her. Okay. The last one. She died in childbirth. She died. She. Okay, we are using the same subject pronoun. She died in childhood. Okay, I mean, is auntie. Okay, auntie. Auntie is, what do you say, we call by a relative. Okay, a relative, your father's sister. Your father's sister or your mother's sister. Your father's sister is called aunt. And your mother's too is called aunt. So your father's sister. Your father's sister is called auntie or aunt. And your mother's sister is also called aunt. Okay. She died in childbirth. Okay, what about the missing part? What about the missing part? She died in childbirth. She died in childbirth. What about the missing part? Good. Okay, the missing part is, how did she die? How did she died? Why died, not died? Because it's an interrogative form. So we have did plus a subject plus the infinitive without a to. As we did with, from whom did you get it? Okay, from whom did you get it? Okay, let's be back to the missing part number 3. Can I see her? You see, can. Okay, affirmative form, you can say, I can see her. But I can see her, that means I, subject, can, modal verb, seen, the infinitive without a to. And in the interrogative form, okay, we are going to say, can I see her? Or can I meet her? Can I see her? Or can I meet her? Good. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move to the last section. The last one is entitled writing. We have, okay, let's deal with, okay, the section 4. Okay, the section 4 is about writing. Okay, the section 4 is about writing. Okay, your learners are asked to write a short essay. Okay, a short essay about, okay, let's write a topic about family. Family planning. Okay, family planning and advantage or a danger for a country. Family planning, an advantage or a danger for a country. Okay, try to think about it. We have the keyword is family planning. Okay, the French meaning of family planning is, yes, planning familial. Donc, comment contrôler nos naissances. Alors, cela ne doit pas se faire en 2 heures. Donc, il faut une certaine planification. Une certaine planification. Okay. As far as the section of 4 related to writing, this exercise has 3 parts. The first one is an introduction. The first part is an introduction. The second one, development or body. And the last one is, what is a conclusion. So we have 3 parts. First of all, okay, you are going to write an introduction and then a body or a development, and finally a conclusion. Okay. Let's write, ça fait. Okay. Most scientists, okay, think that developing countries are affected okay, by the rapid demographic growth. Demographic growth. To control it, to have a higher on it, okay, or to control it, Programs, okay, American way to write programs, or we have British one, programs, okay, like in French, we have programs, okay, such as family planning, have been conceived. Okay, have refers to programs, not family planning. Okay, programs such as family planning have been conceived. Yet it remains, unfortunately, it remains controversial. Why? We are going to see it in certain areas where it is not welcome or accepted. Okay, not welcome or it's not accepted. Okay, we can replace the word welcome, okay, by the verb accepted. Okay, where it is not welcome to tackle, okay, with the matter. Okay, the matter is the rapid demographic growth. The matter, comma, okay. I will first explain. Or first of all, I will explain, okay, the term. Okay, the term family planning. Family planning. Family planning. Okay, family planning. Okay, I will first explain the term family planning. Family planning. And then I will say if it replaces, okay, the expression family planning, okay, it is a danger. It is a danger or not. Okay, the first part, as I say, is the introduction. Okay, right, introduction. Okay, introduction. Okay. Now let's focus on the body. The body is, in other terms, we can call it by development. Okay. Family planning or fertility. Okay. Okay, family planning. In other terms, we can call it by fertility. control, fertility control is a contraceptive. Is a contraceptive approach to avoid unwanted pregnancies, grossesse indésirable. Pregnancies. Okay. Okay. This is being said. Let's see. It presents no apparent dangers, okay, since all is done to satisfy the offspring, to satisfy offspring. However, I think it is also, or it is a danger too. It is also a danger, or is a danger too. Why? First, it goes counter divine principles. Which stipulate first it goes counter divine principle, which that means principles. It goes counter divine, principles which stipulate multiply yourselves and feel the health. In fact, it is unnatural to limit fertility to limit fertility at the risk of causing when I say the population to get old, the population to get old, as it is the case in most developed countries. In most developed countries were more than half a population, is old. Okay, so to have, we say, on the top of that, restoring the natural flow of population has a serious impact on development, labor, and so forth. They have recently been obliged to encourage tuition immigration out of the city. To have many children is not necessarily an expression of poverty. The symbol of Africa, wealth and they will produce the first danger of dynamics economy because consumption is important. Okay, so we say, as it is the case in most developed countries where more than half a population is old. So say is old. So we say on top of that, restraining the natural flow of fertility as a serious impact on development, since industries need and labor, and efficient youth to boost up production. Okay, and so forth. Okay, it's just an example of what I say, writing, an exercise related to writing. Now let's conclude. Okay, as far as the conclusion, okay, we can use the expression in a short or you can say briefly, in a short or briefly, okay? Briefly, in a short or briefly, I have given the reason, why, in short or briefly, I have given the reasons why a family planning should not be encouraged, should not be encouraged. Okay, it is short or briefly. We have two expressions. You can say it is short or briefly. It depends on you. I have given the reason why family planning should not be. It's the continuation of the first sentence, okay? That's why we have the small letter S. Should not be encouraged everywhere, should not encourage it everywhere. In my mind, okay, that the student, okay, is going to give his viewpoint related to the topic. That way, we need expression in my mind. My mind, à mon avis, okay, it is unnatural to reduce the flow of fertility. As there are those who long for, having, ceux qui aiment avoir des enfants, okay, those who, okay, who, it's pronounced who, long for having, okay, children. Okay, the last one is I suggest having as many children as possible, if we can, you can say, if we can take care of them. Take care of them. Yes, a good conclusion. But I like the sentence very much. J'aime beaucoup cette phrase parce que ici, on suggère à ce que qu'on puisse avoir aussi beaucoup d'enfants que possible. Mais, il y a un mais il faudrait que l'on soit en mesure de les éduquer, de prendre soin de ces derniers, parce qu'il ne suffit pas d'avoir des enfants, mais faut être plutôt capable de les éduquer ou également de les élever. Parce que ça ne sert pas d'avoir beaucoup d'enfants sans avoir les possibilités donc de les élever. Donc voilà un peu la dernière partie que je voudrais donc traduire en français pour la meilleure compréhension. Donc je vais lire rapidement. Alors, en récapitulatif, okay? To recap, this exercise has three parts. Cet exercice a trois parties. The first one is introduction. La première partie, c'est l'introduction. On appelle ici introduction. Introduit. C'est le verbe introduire. Donc, présenter. Donc, la thématique. Body, ici, ce n'est pas le corps, mais oui, c'est le corps du sujet. En d'autres termes, c'est le développement. Donc, ici, cette partie-là, donc, nous l'utilisons pour développer nos arguments. Conclusion, ça c'est la conclusion. Donc, c'est en un mot, on fait donc, on dit en quelques phrases ou en une phrase ou en deux phrases ce qui a été développé précédemment. Okay, so we have section 4 to conclude writing. Okay, a family planning, an advantage or a danger for a country. Introduction. Most scientists think that developing countries are affected by the rapid demographic growth. To control it, programs such as family planning are being conceived, yet it remains controversial in certain areas where it is not welcome. Welcome, in other terms, it can be replaced by the word accepted or the verb accepted. To tackle with the matter, okay, I will first explain the term family planning. Okay, it's better to make the term, the many term or the keyword as clear as possible. And then I will say if it is a danger or not. Family planning or fertility control is a contraceptive approach to avoid unwanted pregnancies. This has been said, it presents no apparent dangers since all is done to satisfy the offspring. However, I think it is a danger too. First, it goes counter the principles which separate, multiply yourselves and feed the half. In fact, it is unnatural to limit fertility at the risk of causing the population get old, as it is the case in most developed countries where more than half a population is old. On the top of that, restraining the natural flow of fertility has a serious impact on development since industries need and labor and an efficient youth to boost up production. Conclusion is, in short or briefly, I have given the reason why family planning should not be encouraged everywhere. In my mind, it is unnatural to reduce the flow of fertility as there are those who long for having children. But the last one is very important. I suggest having as many children as possible if we can take care of them. If, you say, I suggest having as many children as possible if we can take care of them. Okay? We have what I say a condition. Nous avons un préalable. Il faut en être capable de faire quelque chose, d'élever ces derniers avant de prétendre avoir beaucoup d'enfants. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye and see you next time.
Chers parents, chers élèves du préscolaire, primaire, collège et lycée, chers apprenants des centres d'alphabétisation et de rescolarisation, ce message vous concerne. L'école à domicile, c'est le nouveau programme du MEPSA. Désormais, apprenez via la télévision, la presse écrite et les réseaux sociaux à partir du site www.menepsa.org et de l'application L'école à domicile. Vous avez également la possibilité de suivre les cours à partir de la page YouTube MEPSA Congo, l'application Télénanga MTN Congo. À la télévision, les cours seront diffusés chaque jour de 8h à 14h et au quotidien dans les dépêches de Brazzaville. Maintenir la flamme de l'éducation dans la famille, un devoir des parents en cette période de crise sanitaire due au Covid-19. Tous derrière le MEPSA pour sauver l'éducation face à la pandémie du Covid-19.